Guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking the LR UI Goku and the LR SSBE Vegeta into the GT Legendary Goku event and really push them to the limits, really show what they can do. As I said before, these two were definitely built for the likes of ESBR and Legendary Goku event. I do feel like as a whole, UI Goku is obviously the better unit. Like, he edges it, again, as I said before, it stings a little bit being a Vegeta fanboy, but I do think Vegeta will probably shine a little bit more in this event. I've said it before and I'll say this again. You know, with Vegeta being an INT type, also building up that damage reduction throughout the event, getting off the super attacks, having the built-in additional super, to get off even quicker. By the time you get to the end of it, with Goku, the full power SJ4 Goku being a tech type, Vegeta will have his damage reduction built up. Not only that, he has type advantage, which is good for damage and also very good for tanking even more hits. Along with that damage reduction, we're going to be taking the Miraculous Awakening category, mainly because I was going to originally do reps of Universe 7, but I still do actually need to do that, like in terms of finish it on the missions. I'm going to wait for the easy A's to come out for the INT UI Goku and the LR Go Freezer. So I'm going to wait for those, and then we'll take on reps of Universe 7 in a completely different video. And yeah, do it that way rather than do it now, because then it will probably be a little bit easier and more likely to get it done at that point. So yeah, we're going to be taking them into this to really show them off, and then we'll do the reps Universe 7 as a completely different video. And in terms of the other units on the team, we've got the Goku and the Trunks, which is purely there for when they're going to be floating, because they're most of the time probably going to be floater units. And yeah, they're there to essentially just make sure we don't die. I do want to show off Goku and Vegeta, but I also want to make sure I don't die on this. So that's why I'm bringing them. This might be a little bit extra cautious, but I mean, you can never be too careful in the Goku event, can you? So that's why they're here. They're essentially there to build up defense, because they both build up defense on super attack. So we're going to make sure that we are safe. Then we've got the two SSJ4s at the bottom, the easy A's, because Goku builds defense up on super attack, which is obviously very, very nice. I was going to say, does he raise his defense? He does. He lowers defense and raises defense by 30% by 6 turns. And Vegeta, obviously, to go with him. So that's the team we're going to be taking in. But as always, if you can continue showing the support on the channel, of course, that would be very much appreciated by dropping a like on the video. And, of course, if you are enjoying the content, subscribing if you are new. It is free after all. We're actually starting off with Vegeta on rotation here, which he won't be staying on. Of course, the main thing we want to be doing before we get there is, of course, yes, we are definitely showing off the Goku and Vegeta. But again, as I said before, we also don't want to die. That's my main thing, is I don't want to die while doing this event. So that's one of my main concerns. We're not even going to get a super attack off with Vegeta here unless we get an additional. But another thing was quite nice is, especially with SSJ4s, or specifically Goku, is we can build up his defense on super. So, one of the best bets with Jesus Christ, 5.2 million crit. I was about to say, we want to be building up Goku's defense and also the other Goku and Trunks as well, the Namek Goku, like building up their defense as much as possible. So that means consistently getting super attacks off with them, but we didn't even make it past the first turn. So yeah, of course we want to rotate Trunks off. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave him at the end. This friend one has 2 dupes in it, which is quite nice. So we're going to give you all of those. R1, will he get super attack off? He will get super attack off. And of course, we're going to give Trunks super attack as well to build up that defense. But as I said before, ESBR and Goku event, there's one evade. Is really where these units are going to shine. Like they're going to shine. That's where you can really make the most of them. And we're probably, I mean, fingers crossed, because I have done. If you combine the videos together so far, that's an additional. That's going to be useful later on down the line in this event. But combined. But that's, what is it? That's a showcase video on Goku. Did you just get another additional? Was this my one? Okay, we'll move. We'll just carry on. So yeah, we have, of course, the showcase video on both Goku and Vegeta, and then we have the video from yesterday, where we took on ESBR. That's 3 videos I've done, and we haven't had the revival mechanic kick in yet. And that is going to be huge in an event like this, where you only have 2 items, and it's not like power absorption where you can kind of rely on units healing for you. Of course, they have a built-in, healing mechanic on their revival mechanic, or, healing on the revival mechanic itself. But that healing, that 70% HP recovery is going to be huge. It helps you save an item, which is obviously going to be fantastic in a scenario where, you don't want to waste one. You're about to die, it's your past turn 4. You're like, oh, it's fine, I'll do as much damage as possible before we die. We're going to get the revival mechanic kick in. Bang, there we go. We get 70% health back. And we carry on. So those having 3 units on the team, of course, our UI Goku, the friend UI Goku, and the Vegeta. We've got 3 units on the team, which all have the revival mechanic, which means we can heal 3 times, essentially for free, if that makes sense, you know, without needing to use an item, which I think is huge. It is absolutely clutch in an event like this. We can finally get a Vegeta super attack off. We're not going to get his 18 key. I've noticed whenever I keep taking Vegeta and I can never get his 18 key off consistently. We've also got their actives off, but I'm well, not their, yeah, their actives. But once I didn't get it confused. I always get passive and active confused, and I have no idea why. We're going to save those, of course. We're already taking 30k damage with this friend UI Goku who has 79% in the dupe system. I know that's going to get a lot worse as we go on. What's going to be really good about these 2 units, especially UI... Why are you not dodging? Wait, does this Goku stop you from dodging? I know eventually down the line UI Goku won't be able to dodge, but I'm pretty sure I haven't done this in a while. I'm pretty sure this Goku doesn't stop you from dodging. I know like as you get later on down in the event and you start taking on the SJ4s, I know you can't dodge anymore. Okay, you can. So the friend one just didn't feel like dodging. It had me questioning the entire event that we just he just wasn't dodging. I don't know why that I don't know why that happened. But what was I saying? We're going to save those actives, of course, for when we get deeper in, for when we need them. And what's going to be incredibly useful about UI Goku is the fact that he has type advantage against the Great Ape stage, which, as a lot of you probably would know by now, the Great Ape stage actually does more damage than the SSJ4 stage after it. You could counter here. That would actually be great. There we go. Lovely. Doing it for the video. You love to see it. If I was doing this on my own, he wouldn't have done that. 2.6 million crit on a counter as well. You love to see it. But yeah, he has type advantage, and that's going to be huge for taking down the Great Ape Goku like really quickly, which is actually one of the biggest hurdles in this entire event, is getting past that Great Ape stage, because he does so much damage. And this is this could be very good here. The only thing is, see, I need Vegeta to start getting additional, so I'm actually going to give Goku that, and I'm going to give Vegeta these orbs, because we need to start building up his damage reduction. He hasn't really done at the moment, because we haven't really got that many super attacks off with him, even with the built-in additional. And if you missed what I just said, with him, I don't know why I stumbled my words there. I don't know why, as soon as I start recording, I start tripping over all my words. And my brain starts going like 100 miles an hour of what I'm going to say next, what I want to say, what I need to say, and get it all out, and I start stumbling over words. But, you know, we move. But yeah, hopefully Goku can carry on dodging. I mean, if you dodge here, that would be fantastic. There we go. Lovely. There's that great chance to dodge. And also, as I said, we want to start getting, we want to see more additionals and extra super attacks with Vegeta, so we can start building up that damage reduction a bit more than we already have been. 2.1 mil on a crit. No additional. This is why I'd love to have dupes in Vegeta specifically. It means you can get his additionals off a lot more often, and even more additionals off, because of course you have the built-in one. You then have a chance to additional through the dupe system, which means you're building up his damage reduction even quicker. But fortunately, we couldn't pull one. So we move. We'll put you up front. No, we'll put you there. Give you that. Give you these. And we're not going to use the active again. We're going to be saving it. I do want to save the Dokkan attack for as long as possible. But it does look like I'm going to be using it on the Great Ape, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It means we can get past them a lot quicker again, because, you know, as I said, that's one of the biggest hurdles in the Goku event, is the fact that that Great Ape stage it does so much damage. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Vegeta coming in clutch there. We are going to build up Goku's defense a bit more, which is nice. But I do think unfortunately we can't save the Dokkan attack. But, you know, it's not the worst. This is probably the earliest you want to be using it. We've got some health back as well. I don't know if we're going to get it on this turn. That's nice. We'll give you all of these. And we'll give you those. Yeah, we've got the Dokkan attack off now, which again is pretty decent as well, because we're going to get it off with UI Goku. If you can dodge that, that'll be very nice. There we go. Building up his defense and ki a bit more. Again, because we want to get through this part of the event as quick as possible, because it's just so annoying. Like the fact that this part does more damage in the SSJ4 stage afterwards is such a pain. Such a pain. I know we haven't really built up Trunks, Goku, and even the SSJ4 Goku that much at the moment, but That's because we're doing so much damage, and we've been quite lucky with the amount of crits we've been getting off of our units, especially SSJ4 Vegeta. He's been critting everyone for some reason, doing this. Yet when I do it on my own, the crits are few and far in between. For some reason, they never want to do them. Can we get no additional? Vegeta, I need you to get additionals to build up your damage reduction a lot quicker, but for some reason, you're refusing to do so. Trunks, if you get an additional here, that'd be nice as well. Unfortunately, he doesn't. And then we get our full health back from the Dokkan attack. We're also on turn 9, so again, we have that revival mechanic ready on 3 units, which is absolutely clutch in an event like this. We're going to give you those. We'll give Goku these, and we'll give the Super Saiyan Namek Goku those as well. Vegeta probably won't kill him here, even with a crit. He will tank a little bit better than the SJ4 Goku right now, because we haven't built up his defense that much, but I don't think Vegeta will kill him here. Yeah, no. That means we can build up Goku's defense a bit more, and there's that defense buff that Vegeta does get, which is also very useful as well while having type advantage against the Great Ape Goku. He's almost dead here. This is what I mean about UI Goku, especially on a Dokkan attack. It does so much damage and gets you through this so much quicker than if he wasn't on the team. Yes, Vegeta's there as well, which, I mean, again, he's been critting everyone for some reason in this video, which is, of course, very useful. But, yeah, again, no, we want to keep the friend on. We want to keep the friend on. So Goku's going to kill him here, so we're just going to feed all these orbs into everyone. Not that it matters, but we're going to do it anyway. And I'm hoping Vegeta can start getting some additionals off when we get to the next stage, onto the SJ4 stage, because I want to keep building up that damage reduction, which I don't think he's got a single additional yet while doing this event. 3 million on a crit, and of course we've got the nice KO screen. That's good KO screens. So SSJ4 we're on to now. What's the defense looking on Goku and Trunks? Only 150k on Goku and 145k on Trunks. In terms of when they super attack, they're going to be fine in the sense that they're going to be able to get a super attack off first to build up their defense before they are attacked. It's Vegeta I'm a little bit worried about. So we managed to save items, you know, as far as we got to the first SJ4 stage. So I'm going to use a Whis just in case because of Vegeta, but I'm actually going to switch these two around just because Vegeta has left defense, and then at least, as I said, Trunks can build up some of his defense before he does get attacked, just in case we do get a super attack. That's also why I popped the Whis. We're actually getting super attacked immediately. Are we going to counter? We're going to I don't know what's going on. As soon as I start recording, we start countering and dodging everything. It's just the additionals we're not getting. I mean, I'll take it, but I tell you now, when I do these events on my own, like where I need units to counter, like ESBR, Goku Event, GT Goku Event, for some reason, a unit just doesn't want to counter. Gogeta, SSJ4s, I'm looking at you. SSJ4 Gogeta, I'm looking at you specifically when I say Gogeta. They just don't want to counter. They just don't want to do it. But for some reason, now that I'm recording, they're all for it. And do you know what? I'm here for it. But, you know, all those months ago when I was grinding the Goku Event to get as many stones for Year 6 as possible, you could have countered for me, which is one of the reasons why we didn't do Great 8 Power. Also because I was missing the 2 GT Super Saiyan units. But, you know, it would have been nice if you countered. Maybe I would have got a bit further, which is very nice as well. Building up Trunks' defense. Of course, we still got the Whis active, which means we're probably not going to be taking a lot of damage here. 150k defense for Goku, 139k for Vegeta. Of course, again, has damage reduction. What Super Saiyan Goku got? 140k. He's going to be super attacked. Well, not super attacked. He's going to be attacked afterwards, so we can build up his defense a bit more. Give you those. Give you those. I'm hoping he finally starts getting... We're not going to be able to get a super attack off of Goku, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. We'll give you those. I'm hoping Vegeta can get his additionals off now, or his built-in additional off, because I want to build up the damage reduction more. But for some reason, everyone else has been countering and dodging, etc., but Vegeta for some reason just hasn't been getting additionals. Maybe that's the trade-off. Maybe that is the trade-off. Another dodge from Goku. This is another thing which is huge. Being able to dodge this late on in the event. Again, where you have the Great Ape Goku, the Great Ape stage doing so much damage, him having type advantage and also dodging, which it means you're taking a lot less damage than you would if, you know, obviously you wasn't using him or it doesn't fit on the team you're taking. Finally, we do get actually a dodge in there. Not dodge in there, additional in there. And also having the chance to evade so highly this late on as well. Oh, it's such a useful thing to have. It's so useful. And it also builds up his defense, which is, oh, it's massive. It's absolutely massive. So, because we actually have, we're on turn 13 obviously because we're so late on in the event, because even if we die here, which I don't think we will, even without an item, even though Goku's defense is not even on 200k yet, Vegeta has 119, but of course he'll get a big defense buff after he super attacks. Even if we die here, we have the revival mechanic, so we're fine. Even if we die here, which is why I'm not going to use an item, which I don't really mind at all not using one here, we have the revival mechanic with my UI Goku on the end of the rotation. So even if we die here, which we're definitely not going to do, you know, we have that as a kind of like an insurance policy, which is why, you know, sometimes even though they don't shine as well in this event, you know, you have the likes of the LR Cell, you know, you have the they do okay in this event, but the Goku and Vegeta, the old ones, the Fizz and the Int one, while they're not, you know, they do well in this event, but not as good as others. But having that insurance policy of being able to heal, you know, they don't heal with the revival mechanic the way the Goku and Vegeta does, and that is clutch. It means you can really save items, but, you know, having a healing mechanic into this event in general, like when Cell transforms and those two fuse eventually, you get a full free heal. Like, you get a free heal, you get a full heal for free, essentially, which is it's also another thing that comes in clutch in this event. As I said, it's like having an insurance policy, which you definitely want. I'm actually going to swap these two around because I want Vegeta to get some super attacks off before we move on to the full power SJ4 stage. Because he hasn't been getting many additionals. I know it's only a built-in one that has a medium chance to go off. But at least we can build up his damage reduction a little bit more before we do get there. Because we will kill him before this turn. 1.8 million on crit. No additional once again. We are being super attacked. How much are we going to be super attacked for? 230k and then 93k on a basic. I mean, obviously 200k is a lot, but when you think about how much damage this event does at this point on, like 200k isn't too bad. Not only that, he's taking double digits on basic attacks, which is absolutely huge for this point. We're on the final part. For this part, I am going to heal. We got a Princess Snake, which means we're going to heal and we're going to get 30% damage reduction. Just to be safe. We're going to give you those, give you these, and we'll give the Namek Goku these orbs here, and then give those tech orbs to Trunks. This is to essentially make sure we don't die. Because, you know, obviously if we got KO'd on this turn, on this rotation, we don't have the any of the UI Gokus or the SSBE Vegeta on this rotation, which means we would die. So at least we still have all of those free insurance policies. As I said, I like to think of them as insurance policies. But we still have all three of those. We have all three of their actives that we can still use. Completely forgot that he could dodge. But we move. We haven't been super attacked yet, which is very nice as well. We're going to build up Namek Goku's defense a little bit more as well. Getting a super attack off. An additional. Does get an additional. It's only a basic. But, you know, we're building up his defense, which is good. Right, we've got all of our actives, which we might as well just all use now. We might as well use all of them now. So, it's going to be a movie. It's going to be a movie.
To hurt my friends. It's gonna pay!
As I said, it was going to be a movie. I know we could have used Goku's a little bit early on because, you know, he's not going to be doing much damage here against the full power SJ4 Goku. I get that. But, you know, it helps do extra damage. The only thing that is worrying from this point on is Goku won't be able to dodge. And Goku's defense isn't that high, and also he has type disadvantage. So if UI Goku gets super attacked, at this point in the Legendary Goku event, on the GT one specifically against full power SJ4 Goku, he will be taking quite a bit of damage, which is the only scary thing. Again, we still have both revival mechanics. What is also nice about the passive is on Goku as well, which again, if he gets crits added to this, you know, doesn't take type advantage into consideration as much, is the fact that he obviously greatly raises his attack temporarily as well, which is going to be useful for this point as well, to be doing a little bit extra damage where he obviously wouldn't be because he has type disadvantage, as I said before. I know what we're going to do. Could risk it, but I don't want to. What's our next rotation? I feel like we should be fine. Should being the key word. We're going to swap these two around. What's the friends one? 150k. We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. I think we should be fine. Especially, okay, we're getting super attacked on Vegeta. We should be fine going forward here. Of course, now we've got Vegeta with his shirt off, looking all nice and buff. 170k, and then double digits, literally 11 damage on a basic. This is where the type advantage for Vegeta, and combined with his damage reduction as well, comes in absolute clutch against this part of the Goku event, where Goku's going to be taking a bit of extra damage having a type disadvantage. But this is where Vegeta is going to really shine, and in my opinion, slightly edges it. For the entirety of like the Goku event, Goku just literally you can just run through it with Goku. This is where Vegeta starts to shine because of that type advantage, and you know, having the type advantage and also having that damage reduction, which, you know, Goku can't dodge anymore. So that's why at this part of the event, Vegeta becomes the better unit in my opinion, but only in this part of the event. But yeah, look at that, 70k on a basic. Good thing we've already been super attacked as well. I had a feeling we we're going to be fine. I took the risk, it ended up paying off. We also got a crit with that UI Goku as well, which is nice. If we can get a crit with mine as well, that'd be useful. We can do actually a bit of damage. Yeah, there we go. We didn't get one. So we are going to pop a snake here because we are very... In fact, we could, to be fair, we could pop a Whis and then get the revival mechanic off next turn. The only thing about getting the revival mechanic off is we have both Goku and Vegeta. Actually, no, it would only take consideration one of them. I haven't seen it be used yet. We don't even have 100k health, so maybe doing just the Whis is a bit risky. Goku has 150k defense, of course, our 3 super attacks that'll raise. Trunks only on 200k. For this part of the event, you'll probably want to be looking at, I don't know, about at least 400-500k upward to make sure you're safe. I'm going to pop a Whis. I feel like we should be good. As long as that one attack in the middle after SSJ4 Vegeta isn't a super attack, we're fine. We should be fine. With the Whis active and Goku and Trunks having high defense numbers, especially after they super with the Whis active combined with them. And again, as long as we don't get supered here, we are good. 2.5 million crit. Okay, we didn't get supered, which is nice, but Vegeta's been... SJ4 Vegeta's been stealing the show. He's been putting out numbers. Consistently getting crits throughout this event as well. See, there we go. We're going to active for 2 turns, which means we're probably not going to die here. I completely forgot about that as well. We might as well activate this, which I completely forgot about, which is the little rage mechanic that this Goku's got. So we might as well do that. Actually, no, I shouldn't have done that. That's actually... Oh, that's so stupid of me. Because we have the Whis active. So we've just wasted the second turn on the Whis. Oh, I completely forgot about that. That's so stupid of me. We move. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Because we still, as I said before, we still have our insurance policies. We still have revival mechanic on both UI Gokus and Vegeta to happen if we need them, which I kind of want them to happen. I'm still yet to see them. I'm still yet to get them off in a video. So maybe now's the time. Goku's almost already dead as well, which is very good. We've got the Meteor Smash off. This Goku doesn't do too much damage when you're in the rage mode. I mean, as long as you get a crit, he does. Super attack does nothing. Of course, we're in the rage mode. But at least we should be getting the revival off, which we can finally have a look at. Even so, I'm still going to leave Vegeta up top, just for future turns, because we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Even on a super attack, he's still going to take like 100, what is it, 170k, maybe a little bit lower now. So I mean, we'll probably still end up being KO'd, but it should be fine. It should be fine. If we don't get the revival mechanic off, I mean, maybe I was a little bit too safe putting Vegeta up front. Now he starts getting additionals. Now you want to start getting the additionals, but when I want to build up your damage reduction before we get here, you don't want to. What's all that about? What is all that about? We seriously not going to get super attacked here once. I mean, at least you can see how good Vegeta is at this part of the event. Like, just taking double digits like it's nothing. As I said, again, that's where the type advantage really comes into play. Really comes into play over UI Goku. We actually get an additional fit. I think if we crit, we might actually beat him here. Okay, we did crit, but we didn't beat him. We might beat him here, though. Which means we won't be getting the revival mechanic off. I mean, okay, it's just not meant to be. We're not meant to get the revival mechanic off. We're just not meant to get it off. I mean, to be fair, we didn't. If I put Goku up top instead of Vegeta, we probably would have died, which means we probably would have got it off. But I mean, the one thing I can say about these two and not getting the revival mechanic off, even then, and having such low health, even then. And again, that's just also, as I said, shows you how well the SSBE Vegeta is at that point in the event versus the full Power Stage 4 Goku. Having that type advantage again with the damage reduction, you're taking next to no damage on basics. About 100k on a super, which is really good for that stage in the Goku event. But not getting the revival mechanic off, even in the Goku event when we had such low health and could have died at any point. As I said, I think if I put UI Goku up top, we would have seen it. But I think that shows you just how good these two are. Goku absolutely flies through, literally not even the first few stages, literally the entire, every single stage until you get to full Power Stage 4 Goku, where he has type disadvantage and can't dodge anymore. So literally, Goku flies past the entirety of the event. Obviously, the SJ4s are really good in this event as well, especially SJ4 Vegeta. For some reason, he was critting everyone. But in terms of Goku and Vegeta as well, as in the SSBE and UI Goku, I said UI Goku flies through the entirety of that event. The SSBE, as I said, really shines at the end with the type advantage and damage reduction. I mean, he's good throughout anyway, but I mean, it just shows you how good they are that we didn't get the revival mechanic off, in my opinion. But yeah, once again, let me know what you think about these two units down in the comments. I think they are two of the best units in the game currently on the global side of the game. As I said, I will be going back into the Goku event when the reps of Universe 7 EZAs come out for the Gold Frieza and also the INT UI Goku, and we'll be taking that on, and I can finish the mission after all this time, and we'll get to see more of the UI Goku and SSBE Vegeta. But I'm going to end the video here, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.